Hello, Subject 4. Nice to officially meet you.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Subject 4 podcast. We are a fan-made podcast about the Project 863 series on YouTube. And today we are doing a Road So Far episode of Season 4. It's been a very interesting season so far, but I am doing it with Artemis.
I am here. I have not taken up smoking.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's done.
I have no kids. Smoking bad. Smoking's
is,
bad.
it is.
Like, I can't believe in season 4 of the podcast and 863 we both have to do smoking warnings. I did get sick. I had a lot of things wrong with me. I had laryngitis.
Died, and then
I don't
came
know,
back
and
to life.
people are thinking that maybe I might have a little bronchitis or maybe some pneumonia because of this, because I'm so sorry, YouTube. I have turned up my gain on my mic as far as it will go, but you might hear some wheezing. I'm so sorry. I'm struggling to breathe, okay? But fortunately for YouTube, you will get the muted version of Artemis's cough. Poor Discord has to listen to it. So, yeah, smoking is very underkill. So, actually, it's overkill because it kills. The killing rate for it is over the roof. Or you could say it's underkill because you go 6 feet under. I don't know. I'm also very. How do you describe my state of mind right now? I'm very
Loopy.
I'm a ping pong ball right now. I'm just ding 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 ding. Yeah, that is me right now. But I am alive. I know everyone was kind of no, what are we gonna do without 863? I was like, oh thank God, I'm dying. So yeah, but I'm here. I'm not dead. Though something is trying to kill me apparently, but yeah. But yes, the road so far. I think we have 11 episodes to go through.
We have 11? Really?
Is it 11? Well, there's only 11 in playlist 4.
11. Let me find it. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 14, 13. No, 14.
I'm just in the playlist.
Why are you looking in the playlist?
Because there's
because
there's a playlist.
I'm just looking at the uploads because there's a total of, unless one of these is just a Reddit video, but there's a total of.
There's
I don't know.
Season 4 Deb's Murder view full playlist is 11 episodes.
Okay.
Why? What are we missing?
We're missing a couple episodes then because we have more than that.
Ooh, sorry, YouTube, you just heard that. Let me look. Okay, can you go through the uploads? Go to the end of season 3 and start naming
what I
the
was
videos.
doing.
No, I'm going to look at the playlist and I'm going to tell you, no, we don't have that one. Or yes, we have that one. It should start with, we called the sender of this unmarked package. That's what we're missing. We're missing like the first 2, aren't we?
Yeah, because we have, oh my gosh, freaking YouTube. Stop it. Yeah, sorry. This is a very interesting Saturday. No, I wasn't prepared for it. Yeah, because I think we have like 14 episodes. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this? Oh, this is a Reddit video.
1, 2.
Oh, this
3,
might be a Reddit video.
6,
Has he been
7,
scamming
8,
me the whole?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15.
Has he been
Minus-
scamming me this entire time? Here, let me look and see if that's on the playlist.
I think that's a Reddit video.
No, it's not on there. Is it just purely? I thought there was a story behind it.
Oh no, that's the call. That's when they call, or Matt called
GR. Okay. I mean, we don't really. So we're missing that one. What's another one we're missing? Here, I'll name him off. Okay. We called the sender of the unmarked package. A murderer told me to meet her here. I need you to help me solve a murder. My total... Okay. The last time I did this, I had to wear... Okay. A fan walked into my studio. We found 20-year-old footage. Caught someone stealing my car. Caught him. This time we get answers. Are we missing anything yet?
Nope.
Unsolved. They have no idea how she was... We have to stop uploading or we get evicted. That's where it stops. We have more after that.
Yeah, we have 3 more.
Isn't it funny that that's the playlist? That's where the playlist stops and they have stopped uploading.
They haven't stopped uploading.
This week. We didn't get an upload this week, and it's just funny.
No,
it's a
three
little
other
serendipitous that the video that ends on the playlist is we have to stop uploading, and we decide to do a road so far, and they've stopped uploading this week. Well, little serendipitous, but I do like that. They stopped uploading to that playlist. Yeah, that's what he thought he meant.
Okay. All right, let's actually get into it. Because we're already 17 or something minutes in. So we want to start at the first episode, or do you want to do something?
We called the sender of the unmarked package. This was premiered April 4th, 2022. Welcome back to Project 863, now with 50% more vlogging and 100% less Nelson Cyphus. Oh, okay. Hopefully, they can't say 100% because we're still trying to catch him, right? Anyway, hopefully, after the event,
Matt isn't Nelson anymore, so I think that's what they mean.
Yeah, after the events of season 3, finding the Spire and freeing Matthias from the mind control, the team is eager to continue on with life as they knew it before. But they aren't fooling themselves this time. They're in this for the long haul, and they're be taking down Syntec. I'm reading that correctly, guys, so bite me. They'll be taking down Syntec one way or another, which is why when they have a very familiar package that sparked of hope hits them, and contact from an ally may be all they need to start this mission off on the positive note. righting the wrongs from the past. So
I think this is that episode. This is that episode where people first started. I mean, obviously, because it's the first episode where we saw the exact same safe, the exact same key opened it, and it was the same thing inside. So this was where I think we started. A lot of
so
people started saying time loops.
yeah, Matt finds a package in the warehouse that isn't marked and that gives him a bad feeling. This is also the episode that Matt mentions that he's having Syntec dreams.
Which we still haven't touched on, which makes me kind
Yeah,
of
this is
frustrated.
the first and only time we ever talk about that. And
Mhm.
it's apparently important because it's jotted down here in the chapters. The boss man is having odd dreams about Syntec. I like that. The boss man. Is that the same safe? Inside the package is a very, very familiar looking safe, deja vu. And inside that safe is an emulator, just like last time. Then they end up calling Deb. Matt decides to call the number, and he has an interesting conversation with Deb. She wants to meet up. Matt relays what Deb said to the team, and they discuss whether or not they should indeed go to meet Deb. Did you want to read the next one?
Yeah, I have it up already.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the next episode premiered on, where does it say that? It's not showing.
It's right below where the view count is, right below the title.
It doesn't show that for me. Well, okay. Well, it is titled.
It premiered the 6th.
Yeah. So it premiered. This is called "A Murderer Told Me to Meet Her Here." The team is excited as the news prospect laid out before them. They may finally get to meet Deb and put a face to the person that's been trying to help them this whole time. However, they need to solve the riddle mingled in with her call the day before. Once they're on the road, confident with the answer they came to, all that's left is to wait for her, wait to see what she has in store for them. But Deb's warning for them but Deb's warned them for good reason, and their elation is cut short once they realize that she might not be coming to see them after all. Ooh. So we didn't mention before. So that last episode was the time when Matt called. Matt called the phone number that was left, and he called Deb, right? So Deb, that last episode, Deb wanted them to finally meet in person, and talk about things. And in that phone call, Deb said, if there's either two people that's going to show up there, it's either going to be me or there's going to be a government agent. And obviously at that point, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, it's probably going to be GR." But then they go to this. It's a carpool lot. There's a bunch of cars parked everywhere. I find it funny that they're like, "Oh yeah, Deb drives this big fancy nice car," and then somebody, I think it was Woods, was like, "Nah, she drives this ugly little red one." But so they never actually found Deb, and once they're kind of considering just going back to the studio, they hear a phone call. All right, not a phone call, but the payphone ringing. So they rush over, and it's GR on the phone. And essentially, GR informs them that Deb has died. And there is that episode.
All right, I will jump. Sorry, I'm jotting down things that I have forgotten about these episodes.
Yeah,
and we'll go through them.
But what are your thoughts on this episode specifically?
One thing that caught my attention was, so GR is the one that told them that Deb was dead.
Yep.
But the day before, they talked to Deb and Deb wanted to meet up.
Yeah. So within that time frame between when they talked to Deb and when they went over to that carpool lane, or even when they were at the carpool lane, Deb had died somewhere between there.
Well, what I'm thinking is GR not only knew where the meetup was, but also knew that Deb was dead.
Yeah.
So how would he know where the meetup was and know that Deb was dead? It's a little...
I mean, he's probably pretty smart too. He probably figured her riddle out.
But her
It's
riddle,
not like
her riddle was in a like sitting in their base.
No, the riddle was the phone call.
Yeah, but these don't get uploaded the day of.
I know. He could totally have been listening in. He's a government agent. What do you expect?
Well, still, I mean, you say that he could be listening in, but then tracking her down, I don't know. I know we've been like in between the episodes that we're on currently and the episodes that we have today, we have all these other suspects, but it's still just funny to just go right back to the source, go right back to the beginning, and realize who's the closest to the murder. And right now, it would be GR was the closest to the murder at the murder time. Yeah. So, then we have the next episode. I need you to help me solve a murder. This premiered April 8th of this year. Synopsis is with nothing left for them to do but to move forward, the team focuses their attention on the one and only thing that they have left that might help them, the new emulator. With the plan to try and fix the server and the new Apple II on the way. Oh yeah, I forgot they tried to fix the server.
Yeah.
Did we just abandon that?
No, remember he tried, but it didn't get very far.
Yeah. The new Apple II on the way. As a backup, the team is desperate to connect with Deb, hoping they're not too late and maybe, just maybe, her death was just a ruse. We had they did try to call Deb's number that they called in the previous episode. Sorry if you can hear my dog dreaming. He's barking in his dream. Apollo, get it. You get that squirrel. Anyway.
Get the squirrel.
I don't think he's ever seen a squirrel. Get the lizard. Okay. Where was I?
I don't know. I'm kind of spacing off. I've kind of, yeah.
They tried to call Deb's phone number. It was out of service, and they're not sure how to take that. Because usually phones don't just go out of service. Like, even if you, like, forget to pay the bill on the phone, it will still link it. It will just go straight to voicemail, even if you didn't pay for the phone. But for a phone number to just go out of service, that's interesting. They try to check with the server. Things get serious as the team heads over, see if the server has indeed been fixed. Which, by the way, who fixed it?
Remember they had somebody.
Yeah, an unknown somebody. Oh, okay. I don't trust anybody. Hold on, I got a cough.
You never trust anyone.
Okay, I'm back. All right. No, I don't trust anyone. I barely trust you. Well, I say that, and I just said that you had my address and banking details.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and buy some stuff. I'm just kidding.
Buy yourself something pretty. The new emulator is our only hope because they turn on the server, it doesn't work. The Apple II is back. They set up the Apple II. They plug it in. After plugging in everything correctly, they see a familiar face on the Apple II screen. It is revealed, the D3B does reveal to them that Deb is dead. What do we do now? The team is in mourning, wondering where to go from here, a more clear path. Now it's time to solve another murder. And that's where we get our season objective, which is to solve Deb's murder.
Which I feel like is going to be a lot more than it, a lot harder than it looks. And I also think the things that seem obvious, I don't think are going to be obvious. Or are the things that seem obvious, I don't think they're going to be the things that the theories that seem obvious. I don't think they'll be the true one. Yeah, there's only like 356 potential subjects. Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
I want the list, Deb. Give me the list, because I mean, there's one. I'm looking at the number right now. There's 1,400,500 subscribers. We can go through the list, yo.
See, we need access to the D3B.
We need access to evidence in general, like members and memberships and or the pen board. The pen board hasn't been updated in a very long time. All right. You want to do the next one? And this one premiered April 11th.
All right. The next one is called My Totaled Reappeared in Perfect Condition. I think they meant to put car there. My Totaled Reappeared in Perfect Condition. I think they meant to put My Totaled Car Reappeared in perfect condition. Okay, so this one. Another day, another week, another Mountaineer finding episode. The team is surprised one morning to find that the Red Mountaineer has once again appeared, sitting right where they found it the first time nearly 2 years ago. Once investigating, they see it looks different, much newer than the one that they've come to know. Is this a sick joke somebody's playing on them, or is something at play here?
This is the Mountaineer showing up, right?
So this is the episode where we see, like that description says, a second Mountaineer show up, and it's comparative to this other car. It's like the title says, it's in perfect condition. It's the paint looks, it's shiny, it's new. There's not really, I don't think there was a license plate in the front, but it was a brand new looking car. There's candy wrappers, and I think they saw the briefcase outside. The interesting thing about that was it opened to the same code and it had the same VIN number, which doesn't make any sense because there's only one VIN number per car and there's no duplicates.
Which they haven't checked. They haven't checked the door VIN number. That is one of the things that has irked me. Because it's easy to kind of like just get a label maker and just make the VIN number, like you just basically put a sticker on there and same VIN number. Ah, spooky. But the door, it's, I would like them to check the door at least. Just because I don't trust anything. I don't even trust her evidence. Anything else do you think we're missing in the episode?
I don't know. I mean, there's no, I really don't. I don't know. I think at this episode, they're just a lot of it's just them trying to figure out,
where the heck this thing showed up.
Well, yeah, where it came from, who brought it there, why it's there, and if it's the same if it's physically the same Mountaineer as the other one. But they obviously, later they park both. They go into the garage and say, hey, this one is in the garage and this one's up parked. So they do park it next to the other one. Somehow they got it running again. I didn't think they would be able to. The old one. But yeah, it was two different cars.
Um, we'll jump into the next one because that's when they actually start diving into this vehicle. This premiered a month ago. This is April 13th. The last time I did this, I had to wear a hazmat suit.
Uh-oh.
After recovering from the deja vu the new mountaineer caused them, the team is eager to discuss whether or not they should go through it and what they'll find if they do. Once they resolve to do it together, it becomes hauntingly apparent that this car, while it does share some similarities to one they already have, has some new secrets to uncover.
Yeah.
In this episode, they do ask Discord about it. Matthias, Sam, Samantha, Bailey go to Discord and ask what their next steps should be concerning the new Mountaineer. And of course, we're like, go through it. What's in it?
Yeah. I think they were really looking for, they weren't really looking for people just to go right away and say, go through it, because they knew that they knew that they were going to get that answer, because subject 4, they're, we always want to know as much as possible, because, we're watching through a video, we're not physically there. So we want to know as much as possible. So we want to dig as deep as possible. But I feel like they were looking for more of like, not just answers that were, okay, go look in the car because, they know they're going to get that, but kind of what to look for more specifically, things to look out for, similarities and differences between this one and the old one. So,
yeah, I mean, we
yeah.
just saw the outside of it, so that's where all our theories were being based off of, and people are like, hey, the license plate is, not broken. Well, of course, the window's not broken, it's not spray painted, it's brand new, it's shiny, and, I would be happy to pick up my mom in that at the airport type of thing. Like, the other one, no. They do go through the Mountaineer. One of the first things they find, well, first off, the old key to the old Mountaineer works on this Mountaineer. So not only is the VIN number the same on the dashboard, but the keys are all the same. They find a company memo. It's one of the first things that they find that actually links this new Mountaineer to Syntec. And Matt thinks it's a new name that they have, but he was under the influence of Nelson last episode. So he has no idea that we have heard the name Autumn Hill before. And in fact, he has a Syntec employee sheet on her. And then they find a briefcase, which is, of course, logs. They look through the glove box. Inside the glove box is like maintenance logs, mileage logs. We have Scott Cleric is the one doing a lot of the maintenance towards the end of the logs. I think we had Deb do one maintenance, but it was basically Autumn and Scott. Then they found a field testing kit. Syntec was clearly ready for everything. You know what? I don't remember going through that field testing kit.
The field testing. Did we?
No, I don't remember going through that. I need to look that up.
Yeah, the interesting thing is like they did, they were just as cautious as before, very similarly cautious. But the funny thing is they all just get in, Bailey's sitting in the back seat. And then
Holding the
obviously,
briefcase.
yeah, and she just she's like, "Oh, look, briefcase." And then and she didn't mention it. She's just holding it
Goes with my outfit,
there.
therefore it goes on my lap.
But ooh, ooh.
Dying. Okay. One thing. There is one other thing that they find in the Mountaineer that I never really hit on because I don't like it. And I know, like, if you want to go through that evidence, there's the science babes for you. But the evidence of body fluid was presented on the driver's side of the Mountaineer. Which okay, I remember this episode of the podcast. This is the episode of the podcast where I had the peanut gallery, aka Standing Buffalo. Squatter was in the audience going, but what about blood? What about blood? So like you need luminol to light up blood. And they did not spray luminol.
Field testing kit isn't it reminds me of like a fingerprint kit, or like I don't know. I don't think it's anything like super crazy.
But okay, there's a saying, and for all the young males in the audience, pay attention.
Oh,
you can know a lot about a person, especially a woman, about the contents of her purse.
Yep.
If she has chapstick, that means, she wants to keep her lips and her skin healthy. If she has chosen lip gloss over chapstick, she is more about beauty than health. Not saying there's a lot of women out there that will use both. But I'm not going to go too in depth in it. I'm not in the headspace to do it, but I used to I used to do these like, okay, I'm going to piss off a lot of people right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Here we go again.
I am sorry. If you fully believe in this, then that is your choice. But there's no such things as psychics. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. I used to do these things called cold readings, and that is when a psychic will come up to you and be like, tell you everything, like things that they don't know about you. And one of the things I used to do was I used to, if a woman came up to me. Now I never ever, okay, it was just a bar trick I used to do in college to get money. But I never did, like I never went around saying I'm psychic. No, I was just all like, I bet I can tell you where you're going after the bar. And that was like one of my tricks that I used to do. And especially women, you can get like, if you can get like a little like glance at their purse, you can read a lot about their personality and who they are, what they're dressed like, what their shoes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, shoes tell so much about a person. Shoes, jewelry, hands tell a lot. Body language tells a lot. Like there's things like social cues you can pick up on. And I would have to say I was not right all the time. I was about 75% right. But I mean, there were days, there were months, there were weeks that I never had to pay for a drink in a bar because of this bar trick I used to do. So, but I'm saying all this to basically say we need to look at that field testing kit, because if you want to know a scientist, you got to look at what they're carrying around. Especially, and I don't mean scientist, I want to know what the Syntec Corporation thinks is necessary that their employees carry with them in their vehicles at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to go dive into that. That is something that I have overlooked. and I'll probably bring that up towards the end here when we talk about things that we might have missed or theories you might have gathered while we were talking. Or if you are out there and you want to do a little deep dive while you're listening to I was going to say the sultry sound of my voice, but I mean, the gravelly emphysemas.
You get to listen to mine.
Yeah, listen to Nugs. But if you
Even though I'm
want
not talking very much because I feel like I'm just out of it.
while you were
I wasn't even
listening,
prepared.
while you were listening to us, and you want to go back and see or if the Science Babes, I don't know if they made a list of what's in that field kit, but if someone can get, if you guys can get me a list of what's in that field kit, I would love that. But yeah, so that was that episode. Do you want to jump to the next
Artie,
one?
you remember to hydrate. Hydrate.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Okay, I will read the next one while Artie is chugging water. The next one is called "A fan walked into my studio and would not leave. PSA, do not come to the studio. It is not open for tours or visits as of this point in time. Clearly, this man did not get the memo. Enter a rather convincing cosplayer playing the role of Scott Cleric, showing up on a rather calm day at Spellbound. What does he want and why exactly the facade? The team has questions, but it remains to be seen if this man has the answers they need. So this is the episode where everybody's like eyes get wide. Scott Cleric shows up at the studio, or at least somebody shows at the studio claiming to be Scott Cleric, and he comes in. Well, I suppose starts off with he was just standing outside the door, and just hovering around, and starts off with Sam called it in outside the door. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Yeah, I'm banning him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, people. Oh my lord. So this person who we know later as Scott was hanging around the studio outside, and Kat originally saw him, and she goes around back, and I think some other employees went around back just because it was kind of weird. And so they contact Matt, and he also goes around the back of the studio just in case. And later, after they kind of let him in and see, kind of talk to him, he claims to be Scott Cleric, and he's going around asking, where's Deb, where's Wes, where's Nelson, and he seems very confused. What are your thoughts?
Sorry, I'm banning someone. Like a permanent
Another one?
ban. No, I have this thing where I can IP ban now.
Oh, cool.
Sorry. Let me... I also had to take it down off of YouTube, off of our video, so hold on.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We have some... Oh, my... Yeah, you're going to have to hide chat for a little bit.
Or I can do this.
Yeah, sorry, guys. This is the downside of streaming and stuff like that. Yikes. Hey, if you are one of those people out there, if you're listening on YouTube or even in the Discord, you're not welcome here, so get out. It's like, seriously.
They don't listen. It's a computer thing. All right.
If it's a person doing it. No, but yeah, what are your thoughts on that episode, Artie? I didn't know what to think at first because it was just a really awkward situation, and I think it was too easy just to assume it was Scott right away.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to take it off of our website. Not our website, our live feed.
he back?
I don't. The
Yo,
whole
they're back.
are they?
Oh my gosh. Get out. Bro. There's another one.
Yay.
Okay, you aren't well. Yeah, just hide for right now. We're sorry, guys. Just hold on.
Thank you, Inky.
I'm like yelling at my sister to close the close the YouTube for a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna report them real quick. Get out! Get out!
She's a little spamming, but the thing is like with Scott, I just don't. I mean, I get why you. I get why a lot of people jump to the conclusion that Scott was connected. Scott has the transportation, the keys, the access to Deb's hideout. This bothers me.
That he had it? Well, he didn't give it until later. Remember that?
What bothers me is that Deb was supposed to be hiding, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So Deb is supposed to be in hiding. Scott is young. The mountaineer is young. So therefore, it's gotta be like back in time, Scott, right? That's what we keep assuming.
No, because the issue is all these people that we've seen from Syntec, like we even talked about Ben before. He does not look. I mean, because he's supposed to be in his mid-60s, right? He doesn't. I mean, at best, he's in his like early 40s. Like, it's way too like he is way too young looking for how old he's supposed to be, right? It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
And
yeah, it doesn't make sense. And the fact that we have a young-looking mountaineer, we have a young-looking Scott, it suggests that he is a past Scott. That is, and and then he shows up at I know I'm jumping episodes, but bear with me. This does tie to this episode. He shows up at the studio like, hey, I'm here to work, and no, you don't work here. You haven't worked here in like over the 15 years. So okay. Let's ballpark it. Let's say 2003. This Scott belongs in 2003. Matt is talking to Scott in 2003. Scott gives Matt 2003, gives Matt 2022 keys to Deb's secret hideout. You're telling me Syntec has never found Deb from the secret hideout?
Yeah.
She's never moved? She wasn't on the run as we assumed. She was just sitting in her apartment, and Syntec never thought to look there? I don't get it.
Well, there's a lot of things I don't understand. I don't think any of us really understand.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. So
Makes sense.
it doesn't make sense. So anyway, that just hurts my head, and I don't understand that. And Soroxa, I see you. I see you down there. Do you got something for me?
No.
Like I don't. 2003 to 2022. Scott has had these keys, and no one thought to look in Deb's apartment but Scott in almost 20 years. GR's not really good, is he? Syntec,
No,
Nelson,
not really.
they're not really good, are they? So anyway, that's my problem with this episode.
This series constantly bakes my brain trying to get what is really happening in this series.
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Next one.
I'm bringing it back up. Okay, where am I? Okay.
You are in the subject for podcast stage.
No, you just did a fan watch in the studio, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we found 20-year-old footage someone wanted to hide. This was premiered April 18th, 2022. And I have to say, and I'm going to show you guys I'm going to share my screen for a second. Because I have not seen this lovely person in a long while. Look how freaking happy Bailey looks. Hold on, it will pop up. It takes a while, Discord, but look how happy. I miss her. I love her smiley face. I just love that. I'm going to make that an emoji because it just... She looks so happy! Sorry. That's where I paused it on, so... Yeah. And so Bailey! She's so pretty.
Oh,
so anyway, yeah, okay. It's shaping up to be a normal day at Spellbound as Overchill, remember that guy? Anyway, enters the party. Enters the party. But as always, easy days are a rare commodity around these parts. Oh, okay. Very... these parts setting
what
up.
What did it say?
This is a rare commodity around these parts. Okay, cowboy, calm down. The team discovers that the confused fan, Scott Cleric, and they put in quotations, left his briefcase near the front door. What they find inside of it has confusing implications, but also lays a seed of doubt in their minds of who they think he is. My phone just vibrated on my counter. Everyone heard that.
Weird.
I didn't fart. Weird. I didn't fart.
Just kidding. So this is that video where we see, obviously we found 20-year-old footage. They look through the briefcase, and I think that this is the video where they also find the note to Chloe, which is a name that we had seen once before in the filing cabinet. And then we also found the passport for Chloe that I believe was it in a fake name, or did it say Chloe?
No, it said Chloe. Oh no, the passport. The passport was a fake name. I can't remember the name, but I can look it up.
Yeah, we see a passport and a note for Chloe that said, get on the next plane out, or the nearest plane out, and go somewhere. Essentially, we find that Scott was trying to help Chloe get out of Syntec because Chloe was, as we see in this video, she's a younger girl. And what the experiments that are being done on her are a lot for her. I mean, go figure, right? It's Syntec. So Scott, note, it's interesting because now we have another person that seems more compassionate for the subjects, or sorry, the test subjects. It's interesting because we only really have thought about Deb not wanting to go very far, but here Deb's the one kind of being thrown under the bus. Like, her experiments on this girl Chloe are going too far. So Scott here is trying to help Chloe get out. And in this tape, we obviously see that he's talking to Xander, this tech. We learn his name later, but about being nervous because that project is in his name, whereas he hadn't had a project in his name before.
Well, he hasn't had a project with his name attached to it. So he felt responsible for the patients, the subjects. And going through the chapters in here, one of the chapters is marked, he has Deb's number. So that's kind of like the nail in the coffin to Matt's theory that it's just a fan. And I mean, I just want to reiterate that we don't know what Scott looks like. We do know that the description of Scott doesn't match what the guy that we see, because this guy is taller. So I like to toy the fact that it's actually Nelson. Nelson showing up as timid Scott. And all you guys who are simping out there for Scott, you're actually simping for Nelson. I would love that. Chelsea DeWitt was the name. Grace said it over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to read some theories. Some people are posting over on YouTube.
Yeah, post theories. If you guys have theories, please feel free to post them in some of those live chats, because we'll read them, or we'll at least try to get to them, because it's great to see your guys' theories too. That's what we're about.
Sarah B on YouTube says, something that I noticed is that the small device which Wesley had, the one with Deb's, Chloe's, and other phone numbers, showed the date to be April 12th. This is the same date which the Syntec location number 3 infomercial had. Oh, the creepy guy that I wanted to punch his face in?
Wow, rude. Come on, Artie.
He has a punchable face. So sue me.
So do you. I'm just kidding.
I do not. I have a cute face. I have a cute and innocent face. Like, I realized that at a young age that I had an innocent face, so I got away with a lot of things. Never worked on my parents, though. April 12th, you said?
Yep.
Let me pull up. That was location 3. Let me pull that clip.
Yeah, the passport was Chelsea Loon. It was Chloe DeWitt. DeWitt was her name.
Where am I going? Okay, I am scrolling all the way down to season 2.
Don't do that. I'm just kidding.
I am. Season 2, the search for the serum. Oh. Hi, Matt. Okay, we want to go. Matt's face just popped up.
Okay. I'm like,
whoa,
hi,
hello.
Matt. Now I got nervous for a minute there.
Oh no, he's not here. It's Saturday. He has better things to do. Wait, it wasn't location 3. I think you're talking about what led them to location 3, right?
No, so the video that
There were 2 videos.
Yes, what led them? Yes, what led them to location 3?
Okay, I was actually jumping to location 3.
Yeah, the video that led them to it. The one that said, this is, the first time we see Mr. Creepy.
All right, I
Dude.
do have the clip queued up, so if you want to if you guys want to turn your attention over to YouTube. That one. Okay, let's watch it.
Stop.
Hello. This is an important message from Syntec location number 3 for our current medicals. An exciting announcement concerning Project Pegasus.
Dude.
The formula has finally been stabilized and has been scheduled for immediate priority testing.
What?
This is an exciting occasion, and we want to share it with all of you. The test will be performed here at location number 3 on Monday, April 12th.
Yep. Monday, April 12th at 9 a.m. Good catch, Sarah.
Yeah, good catch. That's actually really interesting.
Let's write that down.
Meep says, Artie, you're very right. He does look punchable.
Oh, God. Like, I want to hit him in the face. There is a reason why. There is a reason why, but I'm not going to. It's BTS. No, not the band. No, okay. Don't send the BTS army after me. No, BTS, like, behind the scenes.
No, send what the band thing after me. I don't care. They suck.
My sister is coming after you.
Great. I'm scared.
She'll set on you and everything.
I'm too fast.
Syntec location. Three.
Oh, that is
okay,
very
hold on.
interesting, though.
Let's track down what year this was because this is a Monday. So let's open up a calendar here. Come on, Artie.
No, don't come on, Artie. I bet it's gonna be 2003. Man, maybe not. It's a VHS.
Monday. We had VHSs in 2003.
Well, I know he did, but was it still as prominent? Well, I guess it was because I used them. Candace incident.
2010 had a April 12th. Come on, let's go further down. Okay, I'm just gonna do this on my phone then, since my computer's all like, I don't want to go past 2010. You don't need to go. You don't need to go look over there.
Boop 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 boop.
You can look too and get there faster.
Get me a cookie. Get me a cookie. Get me a cookie.
Dude, earphones. Please mute.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Did anyone else get it to me
Sir,
first?
What is that emoji? That's so funny. Oh, big theory. Okay, Ashley, what if Scott was still working with Syntec and had to lie to Deb he was not working with them anymore just to get in contact with lied to Deb that he was not working anymore. With Deb to get Syntec closer to Deb to potentially get Deb to passive mode so she can't be ahead of Syntec because she was a very smart person. What if she was getting too close to figuring out what they were doing? What if Deb was getting too close or Chloe was? Gotcha. Sorry, it was very run on, so I'm trying to like understand it. No offense.
So yeah, 2003 would be a 2003 would be a Monday.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this Scott could have been on his way to location number 3
True.
when they interesting.
Hmm.
My dog's snoring again, sorry.
And his name tag was in location 3 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good catch. Good catch.
This was good.
Do you want to?
Yeah, let me finish this cookie. It's really good.
I can read the next one. Caught someone stealing my.
Oh,
Wait.
fine. I got it. All right, so the next one's called Caught Someone Stealing My Car. After the commotion of the previous day, it couldn't possibly get any stranger concerning the fan, Scott, right? There's no possible way that he could rattle the team's brains any more than he already has, right? Just keep watching. So this is the episode where they catch Scott driving the car. Right? They catch Scott driving the car. And so they figure this is where they connect Scott and this mountaineer. This is where they go, now do they have a connection? Is Scott why this mountaineer is here? You know, maybe this is again an elaborate cosplay from some fan who just really likes the series. But this is where they're kind of going, is it really a fan or is this actually Scott Cleric? You still writing down stuff?
No, I'm reading chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it just all of a sudden it caught up to me, like the hey, you should be in bed resting.
Hmm.
Hold on, I got a cough again.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. I'm just also jotting down location.
Yeah, so
April.
So this is that episode where they stake out again to, well, they don't really stake out, but they follow the car. And as you know, as they get out and they're in Matt's Tesla all again, and they're following this mountaineer throughout town, and they follow him for a while, and they're not really sure where he was going, but they wanted to know where he was going, because you know if it actually was Scott, and you know he was out of in the wrong time, then where would he be going? Because Syntec is all closed. And he tried to come into the studio thinking it was Syntec already, so they're wanting to know where the heck Scott is going. So they follow him for a while until he turns this corner, and they go to turn this corner, and he's gone. And the car, we don't even know we don't even know where it went. We didn't see the car, and I think at one point somebody theorized like a secret bunker or something, like the ground opening up and car driving down, but the car was back at the studio. Like, how this is where, time loops have been brought up again, because how on earth did it go from that street all the way back to the studio in seconds? Like, that didn't make any sense to me. Already, I help. I'm just kidding.
But there's a lot of things that, I have theories on what I would do if I was there. And no.
No.
Okay, for one thing, I would love to know what direction Scott headed, and I would like to know what direction from the studio is Deb's hideout. Was he actually trying to go to the hideout, or was he trying to go to location 3? And maybe the events of location 3 could have had him the testing of Pegasus, because we do know him, Jordan, Kendall, and GR, were all in the same location. And all of those, except for Jordan, have shown up in our story this season. So could they be on this loop because of what happened back in location 3? Because again, why would you leave your employee badges there?
Yeah.
Another part of me wants to... GR is very upset. And you had... Okay. I'm going to try very hard to explain my brain right now.
Explain the brain.
So, we had 3 people's badges at location 3. We had GR, we had Jordan, and we had Scott. We have Scott returning, but he's younger. We have GR returning to the story by phone, and he's very angry with Deb. What if Syntec lured all their employees who would go to the unveiling of the Pegasus serum to test it on them because Deb needed new test subjects? Because we do get another piece of information. We get a journal entry, and in that journal entry, she says that they're going to be eliminating all their test subjects. So what if instead of, hey, we don't really need to get more people from the outside when we have people working for us that we can just test on us? So Nelson devised testing on GR, this government guy, Scott, and because Scott is getting buddy and becoming kind of a hassle because he's becoming friends with the lab rats. And Jordan, because Jordan, Wes found out that Jordan was an undercover journalist. So you had basically Nelson's enemies lured it to location 3 to test on them and make them basically, Matt, just meat suits for Nelson to hop in and out of to make them active. And he wanted Deb there, but Deb caught on to the fact of what was going on and didn't show up. So that's why that last trap for Deb wasn't set off. Does that make sense? So this is the day that this is how I think April 13th went down. You had Nelson who shows up, who says, okay, we need to test. This is now stabilized. Let's test it on the government, man, because I would love to have somebody inside the government. Let's test it on this inside reporter because I would love to have an insider in the media. And let's test it on Scott, who's becoming just a hassle because he's making friends with the lab rats. And let's test it on Deb because I don't know where Deb's loyalties really lie. But if I test it on her, then I'll know for sure that she's on my side. So he lures Scott in first. Scott gets tested on. Scott is now active. Lures Jordan in next. Jordan is now tested on. Now Jordan is now active. Lures in GR. Hey, GR, look what we did with your money. Oh, look, you're now my slave. And then that last trap was set for Deb, but Deb never showed. So therefore, it was never deployed until Matt got there and Woods pushed play.
So Nelson essentially trying to to control everybody in the company?
Well, especially these people. Maybe he tested on Scott first just to see if it would work. Haha, it works. Okay, let's lure in the government, man. So I have someone inside the government. Haha, it works. Okay, now let's lure in the journalists because I would love to have someone in the media. Haha, it works. Now I have someone in the media and now the government. And now I have the other founder on my side who he was trying to lure in Deb. Because one of the things that has bothered me about location number 3 is that there were beds.
That was very interesting as location 3 too. It didn't make any sense. Like, who's living at a lab?
I mean, if you watch today's Dope or Nope, Matt thinks that Woods sleeps at the studio sometimes. I mean, you get overworked sometimes, or sometimes you're testing on something and like the centrifuge isn't going to be done for another 4 hours. So you're like, all right, I'm going to go take a nap. But usually there's couches and stuff, not like beds. But
seems like a very interesting location too. It was a very just a weird building. It was a very weird building.
One of the things that has bothered me is that all of a sudden the Spire goes passive mode and now all these people are coming out of the woodwork. For the longest time, all we've had is just Ben. Now all of a sudden we have GR, now Scott, like, who's going to show up next? So I think it became passive. GR is pissed because he's lost almost 20 years of his life. So he contacts Deb, which Scott was on his way in 2003. So he contacts Deb and says, what did you do to me, basically, and is pissed and threatening her. But it wasn't her. It was Nelson. Does that make sense? I'm just trying I'm filling in holes right now.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get that. I get
painting right now, and I like to finger paint. So get some paint on your hands and dive in with me. What do you guys think? I always figured...
I don't like painting.
Music Notes on YouTube says, I always figured that there were beds so the scientists could work like 24 hours if they had to watch a test subject. That's what I was thinking too. Or their test subject beds. But this wasn't in all the papers. No, we do have location 3s in papers. It's location 7 that they never really tested on. We have an off-site 7 where a patient was at, but there's no documentation of patients being at location 7.
Oh, true. We do have offsite number 7.
Yeah, we have
Maybe that's
offsite number
off
7,
of-
and we have location 003.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
And still, the only thing I don't get is Scott. Why is Scott on the sloop?
I don't know.
Did Scott
Wanna get-
die?
Do we
And
want to
that's-
do the next one?
No, I want to stay here. No, go ahead. Oh, wait, no, it's me. It's me. It's me. No, me. No, me. Caught him for the second time. Caught him. This time we get answers. I actually wrote a he had a question of the day, and I wrote, we'll get to that in a second. After the bizarre reaction with Scott and the Mountaineer the day before, the team isn't wasting any time and plans the only thing they know will probably work when dealing with unknowns, a stakeout. They wait for Scott, hopeful that he will return at the exact same time as he did the day before. Hopefully that they can get some answers out of him about what's going on and the crime. What happened to Deb? Is Scott on the right side of the law?
Now, this episode, I really like this episode. I really, really did. I don't know what about it necessarily made me like it this much, but I think it was one of my favorite episodes of this series. Not the series of this season. I just think it was cool that we actually had a full in-depth conversation about Syntec, or with somebody in Syntec, and kind of talking to him about things that had gone on, talking to him, obviously telling him, like, I know exactly what's in your briefcase, magic trick. But I also did find it interesting that he didn't remember going to the studio at all.
Yeah.
The day before.
So maybe he's reliving April, is it April 13th or 12th? Sorry. April 12th. Maybe he's reliving April 12th.
Well, the thing about
like Groundhog's Day.
But then we would be oblivious to it. It's only him who's reliving it.
That's what I meant. It's he. I didn't say we. I said he's reliving April 12th.
No, I get it, but we wouldn't.
No, we.
I guess.
I mean, you would have. Okay. Doctor Strange. When Doctor Strange fights, like, what's his name? Umamu?
Dormammu.
Yeah, whatever.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And
yes,
he
gets in that leap, but Dormammu, whatever his name is, Dormammu, wasn't in that same loop. Only Doctor Strange was. So Scott is only on this loop, and we're just the observers of the loop. Even though the loop hasn't happened in,
Doorman.
Yeah, the doorman.
It's doorman.
One of the things I liked about this episode was the fact it was like we talked to a Syntec employee.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Like, yeah, we talked to Ben, but we really haven't talked to Ben. The first time that we talked to Ben, they said a couple of like, "Oh, it's over. Oh my God," and we watched him walk off. Asked him no questions.
I had so many things to atone for.
Yeah, just watch him fall flat on his face and okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, but this is like the first time we're like actually talking to someone.
Yeah.
And getting answers, and he seems like a pretty decent guy, and I don't know, I still love the handshake at the end. And I did write in the comments because I think the question of the day was about quantum physics. I did write. Yeah, I did write in the question of the day. Theoretical physicists believe that parallel universes exist. And in theory, you can flip in between universes. At a molecular level, all your atoms vibrate at a particular frequency. Think of your car radio. You tune into a specific radio channel. How come you don't hear all the channels? Because you're only tuned into a specific frequency. Same with parallel universes. Your atoms are tuned into this universe's frequency. If you can figure out a way to change your atoms' frequencies, in theory, you can tune into different universes. And then somebody replied here, it says, my head hurts, but I think I can understand this. So
and then after this was the time we did the podcast episode on the quantum physics, and ooh, I hated it. No, I didn't hate it. Okay, no, I didn't hate it, but I'm too dumb for all of that.
Well, just to let you guys know, I am in the
quantum brain burst.
Grace. Wow, Artemis. My brain hurts just listening to it. Shut up. I mean, I dumped it down. Like, that's why I love Michio Kaku. He dumps it down for, into Lehman's turns. That's his name, Michio Kaku.
No, it's just every time you say it,
I have to pause
it differently.
No, I don't. no, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Clip it. I'd proof it.
It's like every
a TikTok
time you
about
say it. I don't do TikTok. Sorry, that's your thing. I don't stoop to TikTok.
Why?
You
watch YouTube Shorts, don't you?
No, not really. I don't even watch the shorts.
My dog is judging you right now.
My dog is judging you.
I don't know why.
Well,
he's got it. He's like looking over at me like, is he serious? Yeah, he is serious. Can you believe that? I do.
Hi, doggy.
Yes, he's being a good boy.
Well, that's good.
But yeah.
You want to go to the next one? I only have about a half an hour before I gotta go, so I think we should go to the
we're
next
gonna
one.
sit here in silence until my brain catches up. Yeah, go ahead and go to the next one.
Okay. The next one is called Unsolved. They have no idea how she was murdered. The time has come. The team is finally given an opportunity to see where Deb was hiding out this entire time. This is before when, at the end of this last episode, Scott gave the team a key to Deb's hideout, a safe house apartment. Will they take a chance? And if they do, are they prepared for what awaits them the minute they open that door? So this is that episode, like it says, they go to Deb's hideout, and there is a ton to see there when they get over there. Deb has a wall of newspapers all relating to science and a bunch of other things.
I hate that wall.
Already hates the wall. But then the biggest thing about this apartment is there's this white substance all over and a big area in the middle where there isn't any, and it's in the shape of a person, Deb, in the position she was when she died. And we see that there's a coffee cup and a label of serum, a container of serum. It's been crystallized, and we still don't even really know. Like, even
there was a theory that was shared on the podcast and on Reddit where somebody had spiked Deb's drink with the serum.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the coffee inside the coffee cup was crystallized as well of the serum.
See, the issue with that is it's you think of it like a sun, like light with shadows. Shadows are, if say you have a light on the right side of a water bottle and you shine it at that water bottle, the shadow is going to be behind the water bottle on the other side, on the left side. That's kind of the same thing with whatever we see, how, with Deb, is there wouldn't be a shadow against that back wall unless something came at her from the door side, the side with the
No,
the
what they
door
were
to leave.
saying was, okay, so a lot of people are putting together the word splinter and what happened to Deb.
Mhm.
And now that we know that we're looking for these lanterns, one of the
Are we
things,
though?
yeah.
I still kind of don't even think that the lanterns have anything to do with it. But that's just me.
Well, that's what John Doe said was the only thing
I
that could
know.
cause
I don't
that.
trust John Doe.
But the thing is that in order for these lanterns to work on an individual, that individual would have to be a passive person turned active.
Mhm.
But the thing is that Deb wasn't under the serum. So somebody would have to spike her drink with the serum to make her passive.
How do we know Deb was under the serum? How do we know that at all?
That she
do we know that?
wasn't because
Yeah.
because
When
Nelson
have we
no,
seen?
wait
when has
stop
she-
stop because the trap was set for her and was never deployed. And when the spire was activated, she was never used as an active. She was never under the influence of the serum. So in order for her to get her under the influence of the serum, one of the theories is that somebody spiked her coffee with the serum, because the only thing in that room that other than her that crystallized was the serum and the coffee.
Mhm.
Why would the coffee be affected? Because somebody put the serum in her coffee. So therefore, it made her crystallize as well. Does that make sense?
I suppose. I still think it was a beam of some sort, like a shot.
Well, no. You're still not getting. Forget the beam. Forget the shadow. Forget that. We're just talking about three things. We're talking about Deb, the coffee, and the
No, I get what
and
you're
the
saying.
serum,
I
because
understand
those
what
are
you're
the only three objects in that room to become crystallized. The only three objects. So what do these three objects have in common? You could have put the serum into the coffee, therefore the coffee has serum in it, and the serum could have gone into Deb through drinking it. So therefore, that's why her blood became crystallized. Because whoever was trying to maybe make her an active didn't realize you had to inhale the serum. Because in all the lab notes that we have, it's a 2-step process. It's an injection and an inhalant. So somebody spiked her coffee and then spiked her with it, and she crystallized. All three of those objects crystallized. Because nothing else in that room crystallized. Nothing. Just those three.
Well, nothing else was liquidy or nothing else was liquid or
Well,
organic.
the pipes in the wall. I would have to
the
go.
wall itself would have stopped it.
That does make... Okay, hold on. I'm thinking about it now. The serum had a clear container. The coffee was in a dark container. So whatever blasted Deb couldn't have reached the coffee, because the coffee...
It's open, though.
The coffee...
It's an open container.
Yeah, but the coffee would have casted a shadow and not have reached the object.
The mug casts a shadow. The only
Yeah.
thing about the mug, the what was inside it got crystallized. Because Deb is organic. Coffee is organic matter. Serum somehow is it's a liquid. It's probably not necessarily organic, but it's a liquid, so it can freeze.
We'll get to that, Grace. It's the next episode.
Yep. Yeah, we can go to the next episode though.
Since we're already talking about lanterns.
Well, no, we don't even see lanterns for another 4 episodes. Oh, I guess we see. No, we don't even see the plans for the lanterns until
Yeah, true.
the most recent video.
The next one is we have to stop uploading or we get evicted. The team is faced with a threat, one that no business wants to see, an eviction notice. They gather together to try to make sense of it and what the next steps are from here. Is this all coincidental, or is there someone else at play here trying to silence them? This is where we get the notices. This is also where the journal disappears. We get 2 new journal entries.
Well, and then we also see complaints or quote unquote complaints from other tenants, like mentioning events that happened in season 2, like the or I guess season 3 is mannequins, and then Ben standing outside in season 2. But I think somebody noticed that we saw in the Reddit, and we see actually in the most recent episode, that the complaints weren't filed by or weren't
That was
written by
Kenna.
the tenants.
Kenna.
Yeah, Kenna noticed it. They weren't written by the tenants. They were written by none other than GR himself. So, what is GR's like? GR is fully lying in creating false documents just to close the studio down to get the obsolete. Which they don't even have. So, yeah, it's very interesting. There's not a hidden trapdoor. That's not the. No. Sorry, no. A trapdoor isn't going to make it look like that.
No, if you look at our YouTube shorts. They're one of our number 1 YouTube shorts. We slowed it down and brightened it and enhanced it. It looks like there is a hand that comes from behind the wall and grabs it. Yep. See, Pens knows what I'm stepping in.
Poo?
Pens on Discord.
You're stepping in poo? Oh, okay.
No, I'm stepping on Pens.
Hey, that's assault.
On me. That would hurt me, not them. It's a pin.
Yeah, pins. You're stepping on them.
All right, you want to do the next one?
Let's do it. He's been scamming me the entire time. Hold on, I gotta load because I didn't actually load this up beforehand because I'm dumb. Just kidding. Get away, Disney Plus. I already pay for you. I don't need you to... Stop it. Stop it. Okay, next episode. Has he been scamming me the entire time? With the clock ticking on and the time limit from Gary getting closer, the team has a decision to make. Do they crumble under the threat and cease uploading anything Syntec related in order to avoid getting into trouble with the government, or do they continue as planned? 4 p.m. is coming fast, and Matthias needs a plan fast. Dun, dun, dun.
Mm-hmm.
So the beginning of this video is mostly a Reddit video. It's it's another one of those Emiko shows, right? But they're actually, we do see some theories from Science Babes, and we see some other theories. But then this is the episode where they end up calling GR. Matt calls GR and goes, Matt has one last thing up his sleeve. And he hopes that is what's going to at least delay the date that that they have to close, or delay whatever, what we think is the inevitable. But then GR gives them a deal, essentially. And I don't remember exactly what that deal was, but out of that deal on Matt's side, we got some information, or at least we hope it's good information, about Chloe suing Syntec, and the fact that she's in a nursing home now. And this was that point where I was like, okay, so GR, a known murder suspect, is blaming it all on an old lady in a nursing home. This is great. Right. Okay. Thank you, Pins. Artie, what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry. I was putting up dog cam.
Dog cam.
Somebody came over and sat by me, and he's got his little pit bull smile going on here, so it's cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have an iPhone? Oh, no, it looks like an iPhone. Never mind.
How dare you?
Okay, I have an iPhone.
How dare you? Unlike you, I actually know how to work phones, so I don't need iPhones. Ha 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 ha.
iPhones very well.
Yeah,
I like
iPhones.
Okay.
iPhones, yeah, but switch over to Android. Find out what a real phone is like to run.
I have had an Android and I hate it. Why? Because the OS is horrible.
It's not stupid friendly. Okay, so go back to this episode. There's not really a whole lot in this episode. Like you said, it is a Reddit episode. And I do know that there are a lot of people that were kind of like upset in the latest episode because it was all like, but because in this episode he wanted more theories in this episode. So people were giving him theories, and then this episode he wanted more memes. So everyone's all like, what do you want from us?
Give me memes. Give me theories. Give me memes.
We can't make Dad happy, and we don't know what to do.
Art. Give him art.
Give him...
like that beautiful picture of Matt with a mustache.
I'm making art right now, but it's not an 8.6... Well, it kind of is an 8.63.
Which, by the way, Matt has a mustache now in this episode, and it is amazing.
The creep stash.
But Artie hates it.
I hate it. You know why I hate it? Like, let's see.
Because you're mean.
Because, look. No. Like, I'll show you exactly why I hate it. Hold on.
Music Notes on YouTube says, love dog cam. Don't we all?
Yes. He just flipped over. Now you guys can't really see him at the vantage point that he's at. Okay, I'll show you exactly why. Okay, let's go see.
Show me.
You see this face? I don't know what it is about Matt's face with just a mustache. I feel like he is a judging dad. And like when he talks, literally, like I have my head down. I'm not even looking at my screen right now because it's like, no. Okay, for like my entire childhood, my dad had a mustache just like that. And Matt has these like creases in between his eyebrows, and it just makes it look like he's frowning at me all the time. And that's like the face my dad would give me like when I brought my like report card home. So I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like the creep stash.
I like it.
The creep
He's
stash.
a free cop.
Well, it's gone. So
Yeah, it was all because of you. All because of you meanies out there who gave Matt too much crap about the mustache.
yeah, that's why. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay, Ms. I know Matt, so I have inside information. I don't have inside information. I'm just kidding.
I just like, really, do you think this man, think about it for a second, this man who's been on the internet for like, how long has he been? Like 10 years? Now he decides to change his facial, like, because of a few people think it's creepy? No, the only time Matt changes his outward appearance is for two people. That is for himself, and that is for Amanda. What? I don't think he sat there and went, I have to shave my mustache because Artie's being mean to me. He did not do that, okay? He did not do that.
Artie's being... I'm not shaving my goatee for you, Artie. I'm just saying, no matter how much you pay me.
That's fine.
Actually, if you paid me like $600
I have this strict opinion that the more that a man hides his face, the more attractive he is. So, to me, a goatee isn't enough. You need to add more to it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I can't. Just kidding. No, I could. I just don't want to. I do not want a beard. I am 17. I don't need a
Go,
beard right now.
go get a chia seed plant, and instead of putting the seeds on the pod, put it on your face. You'll have a green beard. You'll be like a leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
Chia. Anyway.
Chia.
I'm next, right?
No. Didn't you just read that one?
No, I'm at autopsy report.
Yeah.
She said she died standing up.
And I'm the last one. Gotcha. Yep.
So autopsy report, she died standing up. After taking some time to rethink what they know about the case, it only makes sense that more information would come to change how they view the suspects and the victim herself. The team mulls over who might have a much more solid motive to murder Deborah, but are... Sorry, I'm reading this like a third grader right now. Sorry. To murder Deborah, this is why I'm reading it like a third grader. To murder Deborah, but are also surprised to find they're not the only ones looking to solve this case. And in this, we have secret government files, which is what they get from Gary, which is legal documents of Chloe's attempt to sue Syntec and Deb. Then we have the trial patient files. This certainly looks familiar. It's familiar. It's information about Chloe from when she was being experimented on in Syntec. They also get an email from John Doe. He has returned, but what exactly does he want? Who is Jim Colt? We find out that is John Doe's real name is Jim Colt. Sorry, Jim Colt. We are not calling you Jim. You're John Doe forever and always.
I'm calling him Jim.
I'm not calling him Jim.
I've already started calling
I won't
him
answer
Jim.
to it.
That sucks. Well, because you're not Jim, so.
Well, and what's interesting is we get John Doe who sends the crime scene photos, but then later on we get John Doe showing up wanting to go to the crime scene. What? Anyway, basically the crime scene photos show that Deb was standing in an upright position. The autopsy says that her blood was crystallized, which medically, no.
Medically, no.
No.
We haven't found
Um,
an explanation for it yet at all. Like we can say lanterns, but how does that even work?
I cannot
What
give
even is
you. I
lantern?
cannot give you anything in science. Just science fiction crap. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can give you. And with
Freeze ray,
the
freeze
thing
ray,
about
freeze ray.
science, the thing about science fiction is that it could be anything. Aliens could have tried to beam her up, but she got stuck on the roof. Like, I mean, like I don't like going down the scientific route because it's unlimited and you can throw physics in, you can throw my physics book away and burn it, and you could throw my med school career away and burn it, because with medicine there are limits, with physics there's limits, unless you go to the quantum level, but we're not talking about that right now. But there's limits to that, and I can tell you what is and is not possible. Crystallizing somebody's blood, impossible, because red blood cells are like, they're not solid structures. They're it's almost like a rubber structure. And when was the last time you saw ice crystals form on a rubber band? It doesn't happen. When rubber bands get frozen, they shatter. They don't crystallize. And I, in that podcast, I went through it. I drew on your guys' screens and showed you what happens to a red blood cell, what the molecules inside of a red blood cell does. And they rupture, they don't crystallize. So there's your limit in science. If we're going to go down the science fiction route, I can't give you that, because it could be anything. It could be, she was French kissed by a teenage mutant ninja turtle, or that's not who I wanted to. She was French kissed by Olaf. Like, I can't give
what?
French kissed by Olaf, and that's how come she's crystallized and frozen. I've already given you guys what I could give you. I can't give you frozen, because of sorry, my mind is blanking. You'll have to go back and look at that, but you can't flash freeze a warm body. And you, the only thing that can crystallize, we went down the sodium route, and would be natron, natron would be the only thing that would crystallize somebody like that. But still would not be flash freezing. So, I mean, if we're gonna go down the scientific route and say that she was flash frozen, like in the Terminator movies, sure, that could be the science fiction route we could go down if you want to. But the thing about science fiction, again, no limits. Like, again, French Kiss by Olaf. If we're gonna go down the science fiction route, French Kiss by Olaf. That's what you got from me.
I do gotta go soon, so do we want to get to the last episode?
Yep, it's all you.
Okay, the very last episode before, obviously the newest one is a Reddit video, much to a lot of people's disappointment. I didn't mind it because I find it hilarious. But the last story-driven episode, he went missing, then showed up at my door with no warning. The team gets another unexpected visitor, but this one they've seen before. After months of silence and an ever-growing mystery, John Doe has returned. Now it's time to find out where he's been hiding, and perhaps more importantly, what brought him out of the shadows. John Doe shows up in person. This is something that we've been waiting for, at least to see John Doe. Like, we've seen his feet, right? We've seen his, his New Balance white shoes, but now we're hearing his voice for the most part. He's out here giving us as much as he knows, or as much as he wants to tell them. even though I don't trust it at all, to be honest. But so essentially, the entire episode is most of the episode is Matt and John Doe or Matt Woods and Sam and John talking with John Doe up in the conference room, asking him questions about what he knows, and just getting a feel for why he's out to talk now in person when he wasn't before.
That's another thing. Why is he all of a sudden wanting to be in person? We
I
had
don't know.
Deb who
I
wanted to
don't
come
trust
out in
John Doe right
person.
now.
So many characters now that are coming out of the woodwork since we shut off the Spire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I don't trust John Doe right now.
Maybe we should turn it back on just so we can sort out these people. Sorry, that was the inner Nelson inside me, which I like to refer as the Slytherin side. But this is where basically John Doe talks about the lanterns. They go and they find the lanterns over on the pinboard. The pinboard that I hate. And another thing I hate is that
I think it's too easy. The lanterns, it's way too easy in my opinion.
do I critique 863 on the podcast or should I do it in private?
Private, so we can stay,
Now call it out. One of the things I hate, because this is one of the promises that I made a year ago when we started this podcast, was I would hold accountability to Matthias on this platform. And just because now I have a direct connection to him, one of the things that kind of frustrates me is that there are key things that don't get shown on camera, like the lanterns. The lanterns were buried underneath the underneath papers. So we could have never found that out. We could have never figured it out, even though the science babes go through the pinboard with fine-tooth comb. I went through the pinboard, quit going through the pinboard once I saw that there's articles up there after the time of day, the time of death. So then that's what pisses me off about that. But it was almost like we don't get to solve it because we don't get to know it. Does that make sense? We don't get the puzzle pieces. And I get it. They don't want to give out the puzzle pieces because they don't want us figuring it out because we are smart cookies. But I do understand that, but then, briefly show us or something. I don't know. I want to help solve it. And I just feel like I feel like I'm not. And I know that I'm not the only ones. The only one in subject 4 that kind of feels that frustration of like, well, do we get to solve something? Like Matt solves the riddle in the very beginning of the season because they know the layout of the area. We could never have solved that riddle.
Yeah.
And if you do know how to solve that riddle, stop your creepies, quit stalking the studio. So it's a kind of like I'm waiting for a oh look, they got it moment. That subject 4 gets it.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for that moment this season. And every season has one. And it's probably because we're at, what is this? Episode 13? We're on, well, not counting this week.
15 now. Oh, 14.
14. So we're in the 14th episode. So I'm waiting for the subject 4, because like maybe it's because of last season. We got blamed for a lot of things last season, like the fatty batty leak, and now she's dead, and oh look, Subject 4 did it because they leaked it. So it's like I'm waiting for us to be able to redeem ourselves, and not in just like Emiko memes. I want the science babes to have found something really tangible that helps the story, and not just the team finding that stuff, you know? I don't know. But that is going to be my only criticism, I guess. Feedback that I will do live. There are a couple of things that I make feedbacks on, but those are private, because, you know, but I'm waiting for, I'm the reason why I say this feedback, not in private, but I'm saying it to Subject 4, that I trust Matthias, I trust Shenelle, I trust Spellbound, and I think, you know, I think a lot of Subject 4 is feeling that burnout type of thing. Like, okay, I'm just going to watch 863 for entertainment because my memes don't get read, or my art does not get posted, or, I mean, I felt it just a couple of days ago. I was scrolling through TikTok, Nugs' favorite platform. I was scrolling through it, and I was scrolling.
Hey, it's not that I dislike it. It's just I'm not going to use it.
Well, I was scrolling through the lives, and there was this girl, and she does these like ribbon dances, this fiber octave ribbon dances. So I was like, oh, this is like chill music, and I wasn't feeling good, but I could not sleep. So, and I was so sick of looking at a TV screen or something like that. So I just wanted to chill out and listen to some music and maybe take a bubble bath. So this girl was playing like upbeat music and dancing. And then I heard a song that I recognized. And it was Tantrum from season 3. It was the song Tantrum. She was dancing to Tantrum from the 3rd album, season 3 album. I was like, oh my God. And like, so I screenshotted it. Like, there's a way that you can, if you guys did not know, you can actually clear the screens on lives so you don't have to look at the comments. It's just a left swipe. You just swipe to the left and it clears that. So I cleared that, screenshotted it, and then I posted it up on Reddit, and I was so freaking excited because this like talented dancer who's using this like really cool fiber octave like ribbon dance was dancing to it. It got downvoted multiple times on Reddit. So this like, you know, and that's because Matthias goes through the top voted things. So Matthias is never gonna, you know, I can just send it to him. But I mean, I just thought it was so cool that this artist was dancing to some of our music, and it's never going to make a video. And I did notice that with this, like, this Reddit episode. I mean, one of my dumbest memes about how did she make the coffee? That was a joke, guys. It was a joke, but it was also kind of serious because they didn't show us the kitchen, which again, I want the evidence. I want to see everything. I want to be able to help. So, you know, we can only get what's on camera. So I can only go by what's on camera. I can assume there's a kitchen, but there was no kitchen shown to us. So it was kind of like this joke of like, how did she make the coffee? And that gets shown on an episode. I'm like, okay, but what about the TikToks I made? I made a really good TikTok about Matt's creep stash. That didn't get shown. So, and then I went on to the official. I do lurk on the official a lot. I don't talk a lot because, I don't like the timer. So I don't talk a lot, but I do like watch. And a lot of people, the feeling that I got about this latest episode was it's just a Reddit video I'm not going to watch because I don't care. I never get on it. And then it was also, I watched it and I hope my art would have been on there, but it never gets shown. So I feel that there is this burnout from subject 4. This burnout and this like depressive state, I think, in subject 4 of I don't get any good theories. I don't get any good ideas. I'll leave that to Artemis to figure out. Or, I could screenshot that and post that, but the science babes probably already have it. I want to do art, but it never gets posted. I mean, like, and Nugs, if you have to go, you can. This is just like my little alone time with subject 4.
Okay, yeah, I am gonna head out.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, or Sunday for you Australians, because I'm pretty sure it's Sunday over there. So I will see you guys whenever we have our next episode, because we're not. Because we're not exactly sure.
I'll talk about that after I'm done talking to them about this serious moment.
Okay.
But yes, have a great day, everybody. Have a great day, Nugs. I'm hoping subject 4, if you are listening to my voice and you are an artist, whatever medium you use, whether it be a crayon, a paintbrush, what is that called? Gouache? I don't even know what gouache is. But if you use gouache, you do art for you. One of my favorite artists in subject 4 barely gets recognized. But she continues to not only do art, but creates art, keeps pushing herself in art. And I have seen her over a year. I've known her over a year. Her name is Alyssa. She's one of the official mods. She barely gets recognized on videos. It's not about making art so that you get on a video. It's about making art because you're passionate about it. Because Matthias does see it. Like, he sees a lot of things that don't make it to the cut. Maybe I'll talk to him. Like, maybe he needs to start commenting more. I know this time last year he was commenting more on Reddit. Maybe he should, like, when he sees terrific art, he should shout it out, leave a comment. But you do art for you. You make memes because they made you laugh. You make, whether it be dancing, whether it be making memes or creating theories, you create theories and you get into this story to get lost in the story. It's not for recognition. So when they do these Reddit videos, they can't recognize everyone. And I know Matthias's heart. Matthias's heart would love to recognize every single person. But we live in a world where we can't do that, where he can't do that. He's just one man. And I know that everyone, like, fights for that, like, I'm going to make it on the red. And then you get discouraged when you don't make it. And that's the thing. Like, where does your heart lie? Does your heart actually lie into these characters that you've fallen in love with? Or does it lie on, hey, I want clout. I want to get on a Reddit video. And, oh, it's just the Emiko show again. I don't want to watch another Reddit video because Emiko is such a great artist and I can never aspire to be like that. I want to encourage everyone, If you are feeling burnt out, a lot of Subject 4 is feeling burnt out. If you need a break from from 863, take a break. This is purely fun and entertaining. But if you're not getting entertainment out of it, take a step back. Go touch some grass. Take this time where we don't know when we're going to get an upload. Take this time. I know the school year's ending, so that could cause a lot of burnout as well if you're in college or if you're in high school. And you're going through finals and stuff like that and graduations. Take that time. Enjoy your graduating moments. 863 is always going to be here. It should just be a hobby. The only person who is forced to do 863 is me. No, I'm just kidding. I joke, but there's probably my friends are out there like, yeah, you joke. I just have this thing where it's all like, I have this compelling need to figure things out, and I can't walk away from a puzzle. And the fact that I can't walk away from this until 2024, it's all like, I have to stay until the end. But I took a break. When they took their little production break, I took a production break. Kind of, sort of. I'm still on Discord, but that was just because Squatter would yell at me if he saw me on Discord. And I didn't listen to him. I showed up on Discord anyways and chatted to you guys because I love you guys. And that's another thing. You can take a break from Project 863 and still have this community of Subject 4. You could be like, hey, I'm, Zoe. That Zoe girl does it all the time. For the longest time in season 3, she was behind. And it's because she's going through college. She's her first year in college. She was taking a break. She was focusing on her studies. And she would catch up when she had time. But she was always around Subject 4 because it's all like, these are my friends. We are always going to be there for you. We want to see your graduating moments. Heck, if you feel comfortable, if you graduated high school this year, throw it up on Instagram. I would like to shout you out. Ping us on Instagram or on on, I almost said YouTube, but ping us on, add us on Instagram, so we can give you a shout out. Maybe I'll contact my, social manager and make sure that we kind of put together like all the Subject 4 members out there who have graduated this year and give you guys a little recognition, because congrats to all the graduates out there. If you're going through a hard time, our Discord is available. There's someone on there 24/7. If it's like 3:00 in the morning, my time, I'm not going to see it until about 6:00. That's usually when I wake up. But if you're going through a hard time, let us know. Our Discord, the link is in the description if you're listening to this in the future. If you did something extraordinary this year, let's hear it. Like, what did you guys do? But please, I understand the burnout. I understand the frustration that yet another Reddit video has gone by, or, the frustration of like, my stuff keeps getting downvoted. Matthias will never see it. Get on our Discord. We would love to see it. Heck, if I like it so much, I'll send it to him. But I understand that. And I'm not going to go into what is happening with Spellbound. We will let them tell we'll wait for Matthias to share what's going on, what's happening. If you are a professional video editor, and I don't mean like, hey, I made music videos on Musical.ly, or I made music videos on Windows Movie Maker. No, if you have a decent working machine who can handle 4K footage, you are used to working with 4K footage, and you can edit, you can take direction, and you can work fast pace. They are looking for editors. That is not a known secret. I don't need to wait for Matthias to share that. If you are that, reach out. Ping me on Discord, or comment in, if you are an editor out there and you're listening on YouTube, drop a comment and I'll reply on how you can apply to Spellbound, because they are looking for editors out there. But take this time, subject 4, don't stress out about uploads. Take this time. Let's let the uploads come. Until then, let's be a community together. There's a lot of things that are going on around in the world. The Ukraine thing is still a thing. If you're into, like, the court of law, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trials happening, starting back up on Monday, which I don't know if you guys are following, but I'm super excited for, because cross-exam on Amber. Sorry. But, there's a lot of things happening out in the world. Go touch some grass. Go see your IRL friends. And if you don't have the luxury of IRL friends, come make some IRL friends on our Discord. Reach out to Subject 4. And because it doesn't always have to be about 863. Take this time, work on your art, do some things that's not 863. Go make Matthias a cowboy. That's what he wanted, right? Can somebody please do this for me? Any inspiring artists out there, please make Matthias a cowboy with the creep stash. And but this is the image in my head that I have. He's on a wagon, like a buggy, like a covered wagon, and that's the overchill machine. That would be amazing. I would love that. If you make that, please. She did, but no, I want, Matthias wants an overkill. He wants to turn one of the mountaineers into, like, the overkill machine. The overchill machine is Matthias in a horse-drawn buggy. But anyway, podcast uploads. Hopefully we can do, depending, I cannot do Wednesdays. Since the shift between seasons 3 and 4, when we were told it was going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I told my manager I could work on Wednesdays. So I don't know. Unless I start getting morning shifts, we'll see. My work schedule can open up. Yes, I have a full-time job outside of this. I work 50, what did I do last week? I did 56 hours last week. So yeah. So I have a life too. But I'm hoping that when they upload, if we don't do the day of, we will do the next day. So if you would like to keep up to date, we'll update you through our community tab on YouTube. But our best place to know when we are going to live stream and do uploads will be on Discord. I will let Discord know, and we'll get that information to you. But for right now, let's enjoy this little time off. If you are new to this and you're like, I feel great, I'm not burnt out, let's start going through, we just went through season 4. So if there are things that caught your eye, let's make some theories, post it over on Reddit, and get that over to the team. And I would love to see it, so post it in our theorist theater. I do lurk there. I don't talk a lot, especially now that I've been kind of sick. I haven't been talking a lot on Discord, but I have been lurking. So, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. We love you here on the podcast. You are loved, you are treasured, and you are special, and you are part of Subject 4. Just like Emiko is, just like that Zoe girl is, just like Squatter, just like, all these amazing artists out there, just like me, just like the Science Babes. You are a vital part of Subject 4. And we appreciate all the theories that you make, all the memes that you guys make, and know that you guys are cherished here, and you're a valuable member of this community. And I can't wait to see what we get into next week. And until then, we will see you guys. Be safe, be blessed.